Hi, good morning. Today I'm going to show you how you can integrate online quizzes with your offline books or with the online portal of ancillary material that you may have to support that book. Online quizzes are a great way, but it also requires so many things. Generally, it requires an application where the student can access the test, and it requires the entire workflow at the back end to for the pre-production and production of the content, which is generally very messy and takes a lot of time, thus making the whole affair very expensive. Today I'm going to show you how you can generate online quizzes with the just PDF question paper in the MCQ format, which requires no cut pasting, no more typing content, and no more manipulating the images. Just plain and simple online quiz from MCQ PDF question paper. To start with, I will log in here with my email. This is the teacher's login, and hmm, I go ahead and put my email ID here, and thus I will get an OTP, and I go and check my OTP, and I copy and paste my OTP here, and thus I log in. And this is my dashboard wherein this is my batches, and these are my tests. So I go on and start creating a test, and I choose any PDF question paper that I already have. So suppose need paper testing, I open it, and this is the PDF paper which will be shown, which is the same PDF paper which is integrated generally in the books in the form of mock test or chapter test or section test. So there are around 20 questions. So this is my panel. Question number one, this is the type of question. So currently this caters to single correct, multiple correct, fill in the blanks, assertion reasoning, true false, etc. This is the marking scheme. You can change the marking scheme. For example, this is a neat test, so for the correct it has 4, incorrect -1, and for not attempted 0. So I go on, start adding the options in front of uh, the choices here. So I go ahead, and suppose the first option is correct, I click first option, and I save this question. So this question is saved here on the PDF. I go ahead and do the second question, and then suppose the first option is correct for this one, I go ahead and save this one also. For the third question, I go ahead and put interactivity in front of each of these choices, and I suppose the first option is correct, and thus I go on doing it all these 20 questions. So it will hardly take 5 minutes to 7 minutes to complete this 20 questions. And even if you have 150 or 200 questions, it will take another you know 30 minutes to 45 minutes to complete this test. And this requires, like I said, no cut pasting, no typing, and you can repurpose the already existing content what you use in the book at the end of the chapter or the section, or as a mock test. And thus you can save the test here. You can write the name. So for example, need publishing test. You can do it. You can write anything you want. You can write, for example, 10 minutes for these 20 questions. You can describe, you want to write that this is a publishing company's need test. So automatically it will fetch the number of questions and total marks. You can add the solution file to this, so that when a student takes the test, um, he or she can actually get the solution file as well in the email or the link on the SMS, and thus they can save. Now this is a great way for creating a test without doing much effort, and this product has been built for publishing company. This way they can discourage the piracy of the books to a certain extent. Also they can make the book a little thinner, which will make the book eventually more likable. The third thing is, the analytics of all the buyers of that book, if they are taking the test, will come together, and student will have more engagement with the book rather than just buying the book and doing the question paper offline. And the fourth part is more important. You can actually get the data of the end users generally, which we don't get because we deal with a lot of distributors, online and offline distributors, so we don't have much idea of how the usage of the book is happening with the end user. So you can get the data, which is a gold mine for the marketing company for upselling and cross selling. Now I have created this test. Now I'll go and schedule this test. Suppose there are two modes, close ended for a test for a specific time. I do it open ended, and I can put existing data if I have to by creating a batch so that they can get a mail. And I allow the external student so that if a student database is not there with us, then they can also access the test by putting their email id or phone number, and then I do schedule. Once I schedule it, then I can go ahead, and I have QR code to be pasted on the book, or I have this link which can be pasted on the online portal. Thank you so very much.